Well, let's get you this big development coming in from the poll-bound state of Tamil Nadu. And here is OPS now expected to join the DMK. Yes, you heard it right. As far as the expelled AIA-DMK leader and a former chief minister of Tamil Nadu and a vehement person who used to oppose the DMK is now joining the very party today. And as far as his joining today is concerned, will it now be seen as a gain for the DMK and a loss for the NDA faction, because they too have been reaching out to the former chief minister to join the faction? As far as these developments is concerned, this is the biggest scoop that we are picking up here on Times Now. The first pictures coming from the DMK headquarters, the Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, who's already reached, and OPS has also reached as far as the DMK headquarters is concerned. This is a big twist, Dharani, that what we are looking at. What is the DMK now expecting to gain as far as the presence of OPS is concerned? Will he now be given a ticket to contest the elections too?
Well, definitely right now OPS is in fact meeting with Chief Minister M.K. Stalin at the DMK headquarters, and this meeting has been happening for the past 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes back we saw OPS entering the DMK headquarters, and he's all set to join DMK is what our sources tell us. So he's in fact what we are learning through sources is that he is in fact now formally joining the DMK. As I'm talking to you, he is formally joining the DMK in front of Chief Minister M.K. Stalin is what sources tell us. So we are reporting from in front of the DMK headquarters. So along with the Chief Minister, several other DMK netas such as Minister Shekhar Babu, E.V. Velu, M.R.K. Paneerselvam and Deputy Chief Minister Udayanidhi Stalin, they are also accompanying the Chief Minister during this inclusion, and this is happening inside the DMK headquarters. So as we all know, OPS is a long-time loyalist of former Chief Ministers J. Jayalalitha and MGR. He joined ADMK many decades back, and for almost 4 decades now his politics has been against the DMK. In every stage that he got onto, he has only spoken against the DMK, and he has been considering the DMK as his political rival. But today he has taken a very big U-turn, and he has joined the DMK to fight against the present ADMK that is being headed by Edappadi K. Palaniswamy. Remember, OPS was expelled from ADMK a few years back by EPS. Edappadi K. Palaniswamy has on multiple occasions called OPS a betrayer, and he in fact went on to call OPS a B team of the DMK. So for these reasons, EPS expelled OPS a few years back from the ADMK. But since then, O. Paneerselvam, he's been urging for unified ADMK. He's been stating that only a unified ADMK will be able to defeat the DMK. But despite multiple requests from him, Edappadi Palaniswamy remains stubborn, and he said that there is no place for betrayers in the party, and he's been remaining stubborn about not reinducting OPS back into the party. So in light of all these developments now, before the impending assembly elections in Tamil Nadu, OPS seems to have taken a firm decision, and this decision is a very unprecedented one. He has joined the DMK in front of Chief Minister M.K. Stalin now. Why I'm calling this an unprecedented one is that OPS is not an MLA or an MP or a former minister who has now decided to join the DMK. He's a 3-time Chief Minister. He was a 3-time Chief Minister of the Tamil Nadu on multiple occasions. In fact, when J. Jayalalitha was alive, when she had to step down from her chief ministerial post for multiple reasons on a couple of occasions, she had chosen O. Paneerselvam to be her temporary replacement. So he had earned the trustworthiness of J. Jayalalitha to that extent. So with such a backdrop, with such a history, OPS now desiring to joining the DMK is definitely something that the people of Tamil Nadu never saw coming. So this might be called as the biggest political twist in Tamil Nadu ahead of the assembly elections. So talking about his prominence in Tamil Nadu, he comes from the Thevar community, which is very prevalent in the southern region of Tamil Nadu. In fact, in regions like Madurai and Theni, OPS still has a good command over the people there. In fact, in certain assembly constituencies such as Bodi Naikanur and Periyakolam, he definitely has a huge following.
So
he definitely has.
We can now say and confirm that OPS is now a leader of the DMK. Never thought that this day would come. As far as this twist is concerned, it seems to be unprecedented. inside pictures that are now coming in as far as when it comes to his felicitation is concerned. And he being greeted by Chief Minister M.K. Stalin. This seems to be the inside pictures that are now coming in from the DMK headquarters as O. Paneerselvam, who has been an AIA-DMK loyalist, he has now officially joined the DMK. Well, as far as the pictures that continue to come in, this is going to be unprecedented. As far as Dharni, if help us also understand that what is DMK expected to gain from here?
Well, as I told, OPS is from the Teva community, which is very prevalent in the southern region of Tamil Nadu, and the DMK has been for the past many years trying to improve its, presence in the southern region. So, in that sense, OPS's inclusion in the DMK will definitely help them to improve their foothold in districts like Madurai, Theni, etc. So, in that sense, his inclusion is definitely a significant advantage for the DMK. And there's also one more perception battle that is currently underway. The DMK, they've been telling that after the unfortunate demise of J. Jayalalitha, ADMK is not like how it used to be. DMK says that the present ADMK under Edapadi Palaniswamy is not as strong as it used to be, and Edapadi Palaniswamy is not an able administrator, he's not an able leader. His leadership is questionable, is what the DMK netas have been telling all this while. And now when we look at several veteran ADMK leaders joining DMK, it definitely creates poor perception as far as Edapadi Palaniswamy is concerned, because in the recent past also we've seen K.A. Sengotain, who is again another veteran ADMK neta. He quit ADMK and he joined Vijay's Tamlaga Vettrikalagam. So in the last couple of years, many senior ADMK leaders who have played a very crucial role for the party in the past, in the last 3 decades, they've quit ADMK and they've joined other political parties.
Process a boost to the DMK as the expelled AIA-DMK leader, a Jayalalitha loyalist and a former chief minister, has now joined ranks with the DMK. He is now officially known as O. Paneerselvam, DMK leader. We'll be getting you these live updates, pictures that are now coming in from inside the DMK headquarters. Dharni continues to update us live. Just heading into a very short break. We'll be back with those pictures.